NewFilmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. My name is Danny DeLillo and we're here at the Camera Los Angeles showroom in West Hollywood, and I'm here with Tim Young with his movie Bonding. Let's take a look at a clip.
Jimbo, James, what gives? Come on, let's go. Get in the boat, son. Come on, don't make me force you to have fun.
No one knows what it was that made them go.
Tim, a pleasure to have you here and congratulations on your film Bonding.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
You're very welcome, but for those that haven't seen it, tell us a brief synopsis of your film.
So Bonding is a comedy about a father and a son that go on this canoe trip. They're trying to spend some quality time together, and when the son kind of resists and doesn't really have the time for his dad decides to handcuff him.
As you do, right? As you do.
Right. Yeah, whatever it takes.
I love it. It's set in a beautiful setting. It's a great father-son coming of age story. I love it. You directed it, but you also wrote it. So where did the inspiration come from you writing this film?
Yeah. So the inspiration really started with the cast. I met Jeff Ryan, who's the lead actor who plays James. I met him in an improv class, and we discovered that we were both filmmakers. Jeff had produced and wrote a short called Nailed It that I liked a lot, and he had seen some of my work, and we decided to work together, and we were like, well, what should we do? And Jeff mentioned he had a relationship with Brian Haley, who plays his father in the film, and he's a great character actor. He's worked with the Coen Brothers and Spielberg.
Those tiny people, yeah,
right. And then once it was like, okay, what can we do? So it really started from that of just like, all right, well, I have Jeff and I have Brian, and it just they resemble each other enough, and I felt like just in the two of them and their what they brought to it as performers, it was like the relationship all kind of built off of that.
Isn't that great? I like it when it works. Sometimes it works after you got the casting, and then the film can resolve around. That's a really great thing for you as a writer, isn't it? Because you've already got the people in mind, and you can kind of create something around it as well. Now, I imagine there were some challenges as your entire film pretty much is on water,
right?
And there's handcuffs involved. How was that experience?
Where to start? It was definitely difficult being on the water. We ended up. Sure.
It's very difficult, probably,
working on a river, shooting almost the whole movie on a river, definitely had some challenges. We found that the best way to get the shots that we wanted was to I literally just walked into the water and I would just guide the canoe. And it ended up being this like kind of jerry-rigged dolly system where it was like we had one person pulling the canoe with the camera on it, and I was pulling the canoe with the actors on it, and like it was, the motion was like perfect. There was no shake or anything, and I could kind of subtly like, we're getting too close to the actors. Let's kind of change a little bit distance. So that was interesting. The handcuffs. Poor Jeff. I'm very glad that he was a producer on the movie, because he was
I guess he wasn't very hands-on, was he? Bless him.
Yeah, very nice.
I know.
He couldn't be hands-on because he was literally handcuffed. But he was like, I guess in a lot of pain by the end of the day, and especially there's those shots where he's yanking on it. That's just him being a very committed actor. And they were real handcuffs.
That's it's amazing. I think especially you worry about like equipment and water and all those things that you have to sort of come across, but it was a very beautiful setting, and it's a really great story. They had a great dynamic together as well, didn't they? They really worked off each other really, really well. Was that something what was the kind of directing experience for you?
I was lucky that they had a relationship, so they were able to. The three of us talked a lot about the script and the characters and everything. We took great pains to put them in a situation. This is something that was very important to Brian, that his character wasn't just like crazy dad.
Yeah, he wasn't. No.
That he had he had something relatable behind his outrageous actions in the movie.
And it was very kind of touching as well, because he wanted to be, get together with his son and sort of have some moments with him.
Yeah, he did. It's a great performance, I think, from him. He really, he adds, like, there's a tenderness to it, even as this character is just, acting ridiculous.
And also, as well, there's a lovely twist at the end, which I love, where they have a resemblance. But for those that haven't seen it, we won't give it away because you've got to watch Bonding. But also as well, I mean, it's quite obviously you've from the great New Jersey and living on the East Coast, and you pretty much hadn't even moved here, and you got your film selected with NewFilmmakers Los Angeles and had it in front of a big audience. What does that feel like?
Yeah, it was great. I moved here to Los Angeles in August, and one of the first things I wanted to do was like, okay, well, how can I, I want to get my movie out there, right in front of my new hometown. And NewFilmmakers, I'm pretty sure it was the first thing that I submitted to in Los Angeles, and
it's not a bad start really in your first experience in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I mean, it was very. It was great. The screening was excellent. I love watching this movie in front of an audience because it really seems to get like an audible reaction, and I can really tell like what's working and what isn't working.
Yeah.
I'd actually made some changes to the movie, really little things, since the last time it played in front of a festival. So it was interesting to see how those played.
How those played out. Oh, very good. That's very good. Well, obviously now you're here. You're still in your first year. What's next for you, Tim?
Right now I'm writing. I'm focused on, I've been directing for a while now, and I directed a lot of like web comedy shorts, which you can see online, before I did Bonding. And at this point, I'm focused on writing a couple features and, seeing where that goes.
Well, we love Bonding, and thank you very much for bringing it to us, and we wish you the best successes here in Los Angeles. We're very happy we've kidnapped you now here, and that you'll be working here as well, and congratulations, and we look forward to much more of your work. Thank you very much, Tim.